With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. It's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Look at this Arizona defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Off of play action, here's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have 10. With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Smith going to go to the air, first play. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. DK Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Returnable for Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they climb back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Murray now to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now will throw here to his running back. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the red zone now, Smith. He completes this to Walker. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They're trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Blake Gilligan on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
That is caught, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Now Geno on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 21-0 our score after one.
Second and 5.
Here's Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. It's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
So the false start will back them up 5. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now Murray again. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Murray. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. First down, Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Greg George deep for Arizona. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. and you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Smith on third down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try the air now with Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a round is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws. But he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
To throw, it's Murray. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Come back.
To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, Ace, Ace. Hey, Ace, Ace. 2-2, what? Hey.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
It's a big play there from Seattle. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but up.
He's got him in, complete. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Cardinals 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Geno out to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Uchenna Nwosu, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Hey.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He's got daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 34. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run again with Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Walker to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Green.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 191 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And Walker once more. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.